All right, we're back. We got some intake parts to try and turn this over here into a real cold air intake. So I'm gonna take this elbow I have back here, this guy, another piece here, part of that same chunk that this came out of. Take this, basically hook it up here, probably cut this off a little bit shorter and go down with the elbow and try and get the intake right into this region using this, and then our intake air temp sensor will get down here because it seems to like just go to no signal when it's getting blown on by that hot air right out of the top of the radiator. So if I can get the intake down in here, that would be ideal. So that's what we're working on right now. That went way worse than the last time I did that. Ow. Okay. So I want to see if this looks decent. Then maybe I can keep this pointed back so the hot air that gathers up here and blows out here isn't blowing straight on this sensor. I want this to come under there into here. Hopefully it stops cooking now. Now, I'm not sure if it's good having all this weight hanging on this little piece of rubber. We'll see. I have kind of an idea to support this. Kind of goofy, but I think it might actually be not bad. So my idea here to kind of keep this supported, slip a couple zip ties through here on the top side where we're getting that tension. Okay, and then if I just get these zip ties nice and tight, they shouldn't stretch out as much as this soft rubber here. Yeah, I can tell that's stiffer, at least. Something. Kind of goofy, but maybe that's a better intake. Today what we're gonna work on is cutting the front end out, that bent piece I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna take this here, cut out a good piece of this because this one's nice and straight, welded in the front end to keep that frame rail straight. So you can see here kind of big, like this front piece, at least this upper front piece was bent at some point. You can see here it's kind of pinched in and bent back. So I'm gonna get all this taken off the front end so I can get some space to cut this out and weld it in. So start disassembling now. Next step is going to be cutting this so it roughly fits.
Just coming in here over this time lapse to talk about where I've been and how these two jobs in this video went. So I moved across the country in 2024, didn't bring the Civic with me because I didn't know if I would have a place to keep it. I didn't have an easy way to move it across the country. But this past Christmas, my wife and parents surprised me by shipping the Civic out here, so I've been putting some more work into it lately. This video was filmed about 2 years ago, but after doing some more work on the car the past couple months, I felt motivated to edit this together and talk about my progress. I did a bunch of work the last couple months, so stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I edit that soon. As far as the projects in this video go, the intake didn't really change a whole lot. It might be a little cooler now, but I don't fully remember what it was like before since it's been so long. The intake temperature gets up to around 115 to 120 on like a 70-degree day. Maybe that's just how hot intakes get, but I'm really not sure. Welding the front end did not really go great at all. The camera died before I finished the job. I never filmed a follow-up before I put the bumper back on. so you can't really see any of the welds anymore, which is good for me. I'm not a very experienced welder, but overall I guess I achieved my goal of getting the hood to line up and making the headlights line up.